Flo Milli has released her third studio album, Fine Ho Stay, on March 15th, 2024. And we are going to get into a full review of the album, including all the features like SZA, Gunna, Cardi, Anicia, and Mona Leo. The album clocks in with 14 songs, which is 33 minutes and 24 seconds, as you can see right here. It's released under RCA, a division of Sony Music Entertainment. I am going to do a track by track breakdown and give my opinion on it, but I'm sure it's not going to be so long. Just it's definitely going to be quick because I want to give my overall thoughts on the highlights of this project, and I'm going to at the end talk about if I think that Flo Milli deserves a spot in the female rap market, in the female rap game. So please sit back, relax, like this video, and please watch or listen all the way to the end because I'm actually really excited to get into this conversation with you guys. So the whole time I thought you guys were seeing my screen where I was looking at the track list. Once again, 14 songs, 33 minutes, 24 seconds. Here are all of the song titles. So let's start with the first track, Understand. This is the intro track to the album. And it's in Flo Milli's original sound. It's loud, it's braggadocious, and very aggressive. Not too much to say there. I thought that this I was gonna hear more of this type of sound on the album, but not, and we'll get into that. The second song, New Me, it's definitely giving a discounted Walmart version of New Body with Kanye West, Ty Dolla Sign, and Nicki Minaj. It's like, you effed up the old. That's a new me, basically literally the same message. It features Anicia, who collabed with Lotto earlier this year, and I did not really like their collaboration. It's catchy, it's hot in Atlanta. It's kind of nice to hear something different from this girl Anicia, but I personally don't like her sound because she sounds slow, like literally like slow, like she's not all the way there, and high. She's always like, oh, I hate that. On the next song, Got the Juice, I like the production. Next song, Never. Mona Leo was featured on this song, and I believe that it is the highlight of this song because Flo Milli gives what she gives, but Mona Leo always comes with some great energy. And she smoked Flo Milli on this song. They've had a relationship for over some time now. I think they've been both featured on each other's projects and had successful singles and tours together. I wrote down that Mona Leo gave metaphors on this song, and I'll get into that more later. Never Lose Me. Here we are, SZA and Cardi B feature. Coming from someone who doesn't listen to SZA, this is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal SZA verse. I almost wish I could listen to this over and over again. The line that stands out to me in the song from SZA's verse is like, throwing it back while he talking me through it, okay? Because period, okay? But now going to Cardi's verse. I mean, you guys know the song. You probably listen to it more than me. The original version, Never Lose Me. I get how it goes. I don't listen to it that much because whatever, but I would definitely listen to this remix if unfortunately Cardi B is on there. When I tell you, if you listen to the song and Cardi B's verse comes on, you will immediately start laughing because it is so funny. You cannot take her seriously because she comes in with the soft, like singy vibe that's both SZA and Flo Milli have, but it's clearly like, you know, a lot of artists, they come in with this singy vibe because that is what people want to hear these days. But with Cardi, you can tell that it is not even in her natural tone, which is why it sounds like a joke. And so she has the singy part, then she has another singy part that goes in with and that's fine. But then she comes in with a rap at the end, and I don't even can't even remember. But it's like Cardi is trying to sing softly. Like I said, it's not her natural tone. And yeah, next song, it's called Toast. It's soft singing by Flo Milli. So she has a lot of tracks that are on the softer side as well. And it's a good and a bad thing because it felt like this album is really full of songs that can go on your sex playlist, and that's a good and a bad thing. That's not personally like what I look for from female rappers, but I do enjoy the diversity of sound, especially for artists like Flo Milli, who, she's seen a lot of success with Never Lose Me because it's a change in her original sound. So it's not bad. I like this song Toast. It's not annoying. Can't Stay Mad. It sounds like this song sounds literally like SZA should be singing it. It sounds like the song was sent to SZA and she rejected it. Flo Milli heard the reference and sang it exactly the way SZA was supposed to sing it. I really would love to hear SZA on this song. This is the song that SZA should have featured on. I like the chorus and I think it's great. Edible, another song. She said, I ain't had to oh, I ain't had no good dick in some month. That is the first line on the chorus. Here it is. That's how the song starts off, and I got immediately annoyed because by this point, this is what, the seventh, no, the eighth track on the album, and I was just annoyed because I felt like every song that I hear by Flo Milli, it's about sex. It's about sex and relationships. And once again, this is a huge criticism of female rappers, but from someone who has the talent that she does, I expect more. I expect versatility in her sound as well as her message. So I'm tired of the redundancy in her message. The Gunna feature is cool. It's not bad, but it doesn't really do anything for me. It sounds like they were just trying to find something for Gunna to get on. Flo Milli, if you didn't know, is opening up for Gunna on his tour, so maybe they'll perform it together. The next song, the late is called Layup. It's a new sound and it's synonymous with sexy, slower songs and softer. Pause. It makes you wonder about her romantic life, which is something that she doesn't show. And that's respectable, about Flo Milli. So I respect it. But if you do interviews based on your music, then I'm gonna have to ask. If I had the opportunity to ask Flo Milli and we were supposed to talk about this project, I would have to ask, who are these men that you speak of, and why do you choose to channel that inspiration in your music? That is a bad thing. For me, I don't know nothing about Flo Milli, but in the songs, it seemed like she always talking about something different. I don't know if she considers herself single, but it sounds like she's like a city girl type girl, with different men, XYZ, SEX. And then she does have some softer, a little bit more vulnerable songs, but it's always about kind of getting over on men and making sure that they're kind of bowing down to her, which is not another like bad thing as well. Next song, Not Sorry. I like the production. It's smooth. That's all I said. Overall, okay, is that the end of the album? Did we get there already? Not sorry, Never Lose Me. Oh, she put the original here. Okay, cool. So let's get to my overall thoughts on the album. If you're still here, I so appreciate you. So make sure that you guys click the like button. But I'd love it more if the tracks followed the energy of her intro, which was more aggressive. What's it called? Classic Flo Milli. And I hate to say that because I would complain if it was too much of that as well, but I think like it started off aggressive and then it kind of like got slower, more sexy for the most of the album and then kind of ended off on an aggressive note, okay? So, here's the thing. There's a lot of incongruency in Flo Milli's artistry. So I said, how does the name Fine Ho stay and this project trilogy? Because once again, let's go back and look at her Spotify real quick. And I'm going to show you the trilogy in her projects. So here is the current project. Let's go to albums. So the first album is Ho, Why Is You Here? You Still Here, Ho? And this one is Fine Ho Stay. Now, I really hope that she is done with this, like these titles, because I don't like it at all. Um, so how do the names of the projects connect to the actual message of the lyrics? Once again, this album is more like a relationship type album to me. And so if you're talking like, oh, Fine Ho Stay, it's like you talking to other women who may hate on you and XYZ. And she definitely referred to those things on the songs. It just majority wasn't about that. The issue with female rappers these days, even if they have an actual vision for the visual aesthetics, which you can clearly see that Flo Milli does, she has an aesthetic that she fits for herself, and her marketing rollouts and X, Y, and Z is really congruent with like I Love New York and reality TV type things because that's what she loved growing up as a kid if you watch her interviews. And so the issue I feel like with her is that her visual aesthetics doesn't connect with what she's actually saying in the music. So everything seems disjointed. Now, is that a good thing, or do you not care as a listener if the visual aesthetics don't match up with the actual message of the song? I felt like this project was very one dimensional. Um, even on songs where she was talking her stuff, it was still like we had to come back and talk about men. And I was like, okay, great. I do love SZA on the song. So let's get back to Never Lose Me featuring SZA and Cardi. I love SZA on the song. Once again, it's the highlight of the project. And I think that a lot of people can agree. If you look on YouTube right now, it's over the song, the remix is over 200,000 views in just less than 12 hours of being out. All of Flo Milli's other tracks on the album on YouTube have like less than 5,000 views as the last time I checked. So you going from 200K for SZA and Cardi, then everything else is 5,000. So it tells you that people don't care about Flo Milli. They only care about this one song and they want to see how the SZA and Cardi feature sound. And I see a lot of positivity in the comments of that. But anyway, let's get back to my thoughts, okay? So honestly, once again, um, the SZA Cardi feature "Never Lose Me" is the highlight of the project. I honestly always thought that Flo Milli was talented, even if her sound wasn't for me. But this project tells me that there's nothing special about her other than her voice, like how bold and annoying it is because she actually can rap. But I never hear her say anything that I want to say or anything with more substantive meaning that's outside of relationship and sex talk. Of course, I don't mind those songs, but damn, does it have to be on every song? I seldom hear Flo Milli use metaphors in her raps to provide another level of complexity, substance, and dimension to her bars. She's great at delivery and rhyming words, but I don't hear things that would make her a more respected lyricist, but I believe she's capable of that. Even Mona Leo used metaphors in her verse, and I feel similar, like a similar way about Mona Leo that I do feel about Flo Milli. Mona Leo is talented, she can rap, but her songs are really not about anything. They're always about like being aggressive and beating girls up and getting over on men, which is literally the same thing we've been saying about all these female rappers ever since the City Girls. So it's kind of redundant. And the difference between City Girls, Cardi, Mona Leo, and Flo Milli is that Mona Leo and Flo Milli actually have talent. They actually can rap. City Girls and what's her name? Cardi, not so much. So I'm gonna ask you, does Flo Milli deserve a spot in female rap? At this point, honestly, y'all, I don't know because I don't know what I would be fighting for if I chose to fight for her. I just said what I'm looking for, and it's not there. I'm interested in seeing this album's performance on the Billboard 200 albums chart, as well as if any of the songs chart on the Hot 100. Never Lose Me, the original version, is already on the chart, but the question is the SZA and Cardi verse enough for her to rise on the chart? I definitely think she will rise. She could definitely enter the top 10 with SZA, but she lost a lot of support when she decided to add Cardi on the song because it was an unnecessary feature. Maybe they had a song together, another song together that they didn't like as much, and so Flo Milli offered her to do Never Lose Me. Who knows? But I'm just speculating. So what do y'all think? Cardi's verse was clearly not worth it in quality, and it decreased the overall quality and replay value of the song. So she she knew to put it last, right? Like she knew to put Cardi's verse last on the song. Flo Milli has very successful artists on this project: Gunna, SZA, Cardi. Um, yeah, that for who you see on the thumbnail. But are these artists enough to carry her into rap pop superstardom? I'm anxious to hear y'all thoughts. Most of all, after what I said, do y'all believe that Flo Milli deserves a spot in female rap?